From NBC News, this is Today.
This morning on Today's Kitchen, fresh and colorful veggie and fruit meals for the kids step by step. Now, they've been inspired by the White House garden and featured in Better Homes and Gardens magazine with First Lady Michelle Obama as the cover model. It's the first time in decades that a public figure has appeared on the magazine's cover. Chris Comerford is the White House executive chef. Chris, good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
You've got a pressure-packed job at the White House between state dinners and huge luncheons, but you had a really pressure-packed assignment recently. You had to throw a picnic for fifth graders, and everything had to be healthy. How'd you do that?
It was actually a very inspiring experience for us because for chefs, kids are always the hardest one to please.
Yeah, no hot dogs, no hamburgers, no fried chicken.
And they're very blunt and honest. They will tell you if food doesn't taste good. So for us, that was our hardest audience ever.
And this is all part of the First Lady's idea that families need to think a little differently about how they're feeding their children at breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we want to push for like people having healthy choices, but we want to give them the tools and the know-how. Like, how do you really, work from just this vegetable and make it just very palatable for kids?
This is a simple recipe. This is a chopped green salad. We've got an herb dressing. First of all, what vegetables do you like for this?
Everything in here. Everything is green. Henceforth, it's called the chopped green salad.
Right.
And it's really very simple. Just, you got your spinach, you got your romaine.
Little broccoli and some string beans.
You could just put them right here.
You blanch those first?
You blanch them. The
and
reason
then shock
for
them in cold water?
And shocking in cold water is that it gives it the vivid green color. And kids are very visual, so when they see a food looks good, it's easier to let them try it.
Okay, so some cucumbers, you've got some beans, some grapes there, which adds a little sweetness to it.
A little sweetness, and then edamame is very high protein, so it's a very good, kind of like additional to a salad.
Tell me about your dressing.
Sure. We're doing an orange herb vinaigrette, and the easier part of this is that it all gets mixed in a mason jar. See how simple that is. Easy cleanup, a cup of orange juice, half a cup of... If you
don't use all this at once, you store it in the mason jar. Can you put it in the fridge for a while?
Definitely, and it will keep there for about good 2 weeks. So you got your pepper in here, cider vinegar, and herbs, of course. It depends what you want. We got here some thyme, tarragon, and some parsley. And then basically you just shake it in the jar. We'll just spoon some of this right there. And it's very, very simple.
So, and that just goes over the salad. Self-explanatory.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next thing, because I think this is fascinating. Parents are going to love this one. These are pocket fruit pies. How do you make them?
These are very simple. You get like a piece of a whole grain white bread, and preferably you want to use whole grain because they have better nutritional value in there. Just put this is a homemade smashed applesauce. But if you do not have this smashed applesauce, you could certainly use an apple butter or whatever.
Store-bought.
Yes, store-bought. We want to make it easy for, home cooks and just moms who are so busy at home.
Couple of raspberries.
You just put one on top. You just kind of cut around it. And then the good thing with the soft bread is that you don't need any egg wash to brush it, because just by using the tines of a fork, you could just kind of really make it seal around the edges. And
you're going to brush that with a little oil afterwards?
Just a little bit of canola oil or vegetable oil, and it goes into the oven for 18 minutes, 350 degrees, and a little dusting of cinnamon sugar.
Were these over here made recently? Can I try one of those?
You could try one.
Yeah?
They are really
Sometimes
delicious.
you have to be careful around here.
Yeah. They're good.
Those are great.
They're very good.
Those are really good.
And again, it's a take on whatever kids are used to already. The simple Pop-Tart in the oven kind of thing. But this is homemade. You have this in your pantry at home, so anyone can do it.
A couple of other things we don't have time to make, but you can show. You've got sweet potato fries.
These are sweet potato fries, but they're not fried at all. And just feel how crunchy that is. These are just basically breaded in whole wheat flour, Parmesan, and breadcrumb breading, which we could actually use as a trimming from here. Just toast it and just kind of
a little fresh-made tomato ketchup.
Fresh homemade tomato ketchup.
And tell me about the lemonade.
This is actually the hit of that picnic, just because kids are, again, very visual. It's made with carrot puree. We added some pineapple juice as a sweetener, just a hit of lemon, just a little carbonated water or plain water if you like. And
great ideas.
Really good.
Chris, you're very creative, and it's nice to have you here in New York. Say hi to the folks in Washington for us.
Definitely,
We
yes.
appreciate it.